Paul's going to be back for 45 minutes or so. And afterwards, do come and chat to them. I'm sure they won't mind, Paul and Annie. And so sit back and enjoy, and be as quiet as we can, shall we? Nothing much we can do about that, but there we go. So let's welcome back Paul Downs. I've forgotten the raffle, haven't I?
Next week. We're going to carry on the raffle next Sunday after Martin Winding. We're going to draw it next Sunday, and somebody from the pet level and the festival is going to draw it.
Right, but we've got phone numbers on. Yeah. Isn't technology wonderful?
It's a rollover.
Right, so forget all that. Welcome back, please. Hero of the moment, Paul Downs.
Actually, I got 2 rounds of applause then from first one. Any of you know Tom Lewis? Wonderful, wonderful shanty singer. He's very loud for his age, and Tom's lived all over the world since he was a submariner years ago, and he sings at these shanty festivals and festivals of the sea all over the world. Have you noticed these festivals don't have to be anywhere near the sea anymore? Have you heard of the Alice Springs Shanty Festival? Tom was playing in Nebraska when he was living in the States, and this guy came up to him and said, "Oh, Tom, I really envy you so much. You've been a sailor and you've seen the sea most of your life and seen all around the world. And you know, Tom, I too, in my heart, this is a perfect East Omaha accent, by the way. In my heart, I too feel that I'm a sailor. But you know, Tom, the thing is, I've never even seen the sea." It's really sad. We know most, only 3% of Americans have got passports, so they don't get around. They've probably been to about 2 or 3 states in the most. I've been to 31 states. I've probably been 90% of Americans. Anyway, Tom was rather moved by this poor guy and wrote this lovely song called All at Sea. What's a sailor doing here, so far from the ocean? Don't you think dry land is queer? Don't you miss the motion? Were you ever in Bombay, Singapore or Mandalay? I wish I could be far away and all at sea. It's so strange that all at sea means different things to you and me. To you it only means confused. To me it means being free. Did you ever have a bird riding on your shoulder? Lines from squinting at the sun make you seem much older. If you had your life again, would you live it just the same? Mine's been wasted, I'm to blame, I'm all at sea. In my youth I heard the call, dreamed I'd go to Montreal, find a ship and stow away, and never come back here. I'll not leave the way you leave, flying like an eagle. You must know how much I grieve and long to be a seagull. I'll stay here in dry land's grip. You move on, abandon ship. In my heart, I'll make that trip. A sailor man, that's me. Though no one here can see, I'm all at sea. Thank you very much. Those of you vocally inclined will have probably heard of a man called Leon Rosselson. And he was probably the folk scene's greatest ever writer of satirical and political songs. And he was 90 recently. 90. And since then, anyone who knows any of his songs has been digging them out of their repertoire and doing them in tribute. So I'll do one. I suddenly realised I know about 7 or 8 of his songs. This is ostensibly a children's song, but it's not really. Little Tim McGuire, he loved to play with fire, always hated water, he never used to wash. He loved the smell of burning, of bonfires burning. He loved to play all day with his little tinderbox. He chased the sparks as they flew into the evening, hailed the flash of lightning and the burning sun. When I'm a man, going to be a fireman, then I can light a fire for everyone. When he was 4, they put him in a uniform, sent him off to school with iron railings all around. He hated the school and the rules and the railings. He took his little tinderbox and burnt it to the ground. Oh, how he laughed and danced in the firelight. Oh, how he laughed as the flames leapt to the sky. When I'm a man, I'm going to be a fireman, keep a bonfire burning till the day I die. When he was older, they made him wear a bowler. They sent him off to work in an office in the town. He hated the bins and the pens and the paper. He had just one ambition, to burn the office down. Oh, Tim McGuire, he loved to play with fire, loved the blaze of roses and the golden grain. Loved the leaves of autumn, the red leaves of autumn, and he loved a slender girl with a smile like a flame. The judge said at his trial, "Your behaviour has been vile. You're a menace to society. Although you may think you're big, you'll have to go to prison." But then, what a commotion, for smoke and fire were pouring from out the judge's wig. Oh, how he laughed and danced in the courtroom. They took him down and locked him in the darkness of a cell. He never saw the sun or heard the songbirds calling, saw the prison bars, heard the prison bell. Then early one morning, just as the day was dawning, a great wheel of fire span skywards from the jail. Stone walls crumbled, iron bars melted. No one in the prison lived to tell the tale. No one ever found Maguire's little tinderbox, and no one ever found a trace of Tim Maguire. Maybe he's in heaven, setting fire to angels' halos, or maybe he's in hell, dancing round the fire. Oh, Tim Maguire, he loved to play with fire, loved the blaze of roses and the golden grey of the leaves of autumn, the red leaves of autumn, and he loved a slender girl with a smile like a flame. Thank you very much. I've had a request. Or two. If anyone's got any requests, if they'd like to write them down on a piece of paper not dissimilar to that and send them up to me. This is a tune I've been playing for a very, very long time. Almost certainly did it when I was here in January 1974. 50 years ago, 50 and a half years ago. I was probably doing that then. But what I probably didn't do then, I was playing this once on a river cruise on the Weser River. The group I was with, I was playing with a group called Silly Wizard. And for some reason I was playing this tune and I started singing a song in the middle of it. And it was written by a bloke called Davy Graham. And I learned this from Bert Jansch. Song in the middle, I learned from Jackie Leaven, who was a friend of mine years ago, and he learnt it from John Martin, who I also knew. So all these people I know, and they're all gone now, but it's in tribute to all of them. Tune called Angie. I haven't finished yet. The story about Cocaine Lil had a cocaine house on a cocaine hill. Cocaine dog, cocaine cat, he even had a cocaine rat, and it's all around my brain. Cocaine Lil, Morphine Sue, walking down the avenue 2 by 2. Says little to Sue, but don't do us no harm. I have a little short in the arm, and it's all. cocaine, cocaine. It's all around my brain. The doctor tell me again and again. Said, cocaine, kill your son, I won't say when. Cocaine, it's all around my brain. So that's the story of cocaine Lil. Had a cocaine house and a cocaine hill. Cocaine dog, cocaine cat. She even had a cocaine rat. And it's all around my brain. All around my brain. I've had a request for this one. Yes, it's you. I was used to introduce this as a song that was originally a folk tale from Eastern Europe, ubiquitous throughout Eastern Europe, and this was Jonathan Kelly's take on it. However, I've since learned from the man himself, but he actually made the whole thing up himself. There's no folk tale involved at all. It's called The Ballad of Cursed Anna. As I was walking homeward in the early morning light, leaving far behind the prison where I'd spent the night, with no idea of what I'd done or why they punished me, but feeling none the less relieved and grateful to be free. A path led to a woodland far behind a rusted gate. I knew it was a shortcut if I kept my walking straight. But then, like out of nowhere, this old wizard man appeared, holding high his one hand while the other stroked his beard. Beware the cursed Anna stare that this warning did he bring, but no one makes it through this wood, coming out as they went in. But it changes what I'm looking for, I told the sad old man, bidding him a last farewell. Into the woods I ran. Then I came to a river where I stopped to bathe my feet. It was then a smell of perfume, delicate and sweet. I stood up and looked around, and there in front of me stood a beautiful woman who simply stared at me. But then I knew it was all true, what the old man had advised. You must be Anna, I said, as I looked into her eyes. Beware the cursed Anna stare, for this morning did he bring. No one makes it through this wood, coming out as they went in. Then we came together in a passionate embrace. I felt my body weaken and my heart begin to race. When at last the kissing stopped, I saw to my alarm this woman now had changed into a young girl in my arms. I heard her childish laughter, saw her vanish through the trees. I turned back to the river, my reflection for to see. And there inside the water, I saw exactly as I'd feared. To my horror, I turned into an old man with a beard. Beware the cursed Alice there, this warning did he bring. No one makes it through this wood, coming out as they went in. 7 long years waited at this gate, wishing I could die. But that can only happen if some other young man comes by. First I know I must warn him to go some other way, but hope that like most men of that age, he won't believe what old men say. To beware the cursed Alice there, this warning do I bring. No one makes it through this wood, coming out as they went in.
Annie Baxter. Annie Winter. Thank you very much. Here comes Annie. And here comes the rub. Oh, he's going to turn the mic on now.
And here comes the dreaded banjo. Hooray! We love the banjo. Sorry, Dan. So this is a song that was written by Helen North, who's a great woman from Faversham. She's really involved in the sea, and she does lots of She does lots of stuff for youngsters, helping them to learn to sail and everything. And we heard this song and just sort of fell in love with it because it's all chorus. So now we get our own Back on You, which you're all going to join in, if you would like to. It's called The Midshipman's Boast, and as I say, it's nearly all chorus. We can't tell you what it is, because you'll find out when it happens.
How do you know when a banjo's in tune? Nobody knows.
Stowed away when I was 10. Oh, the rolling, heaving sea. One young man, 50 men. Oh, the rolling sea. Oh, the rolling, heaving sea. With a brisk and a chasing wind, drives a strong man to his knees. All heave oh, the rolling sea, oh. lay sick below. Oh, the rolling sea, oh, the rolling heaving sea, with a brisk and chasing wind, drives a strong man to his knee. Oh, the rolling sea, So I sailed the ship alone. Oh, the rolling heaving sea, single-handed brought her home. Oh, the rolling sea, oh, the rolling heaving sea, with a brisk and chasing wind, drives a strong man to his knee. Oh, heave-ho, oh, the rolling sea, If you have no legs for sea, oh, the rolling heaving sea, stay home, Jack, don't ship with me. Oh, the rolling sea, oh, the rolling heaving sea, with a brisk and chasing wind, drives a strong man to his knee. Hollow, heave-ho, hollow, heave-ho, hollow, heave-ho, oh, the rolling sea,
I was 9.
He springs it on me what's going to be next. It's always good fun. Keeps you on your toes. This is a song that was written by Anna Shannon, and I call it my war horse song. It's the story of the horses that were used and never came back in the war years. Bits of a chorus if you'd like to join in.
Of course they were. They were very much a singing audience. Would you like it in C sharp or?
No idea. It's your job.
Something like that, eh?
That's all right. Judge what I know. I was 9 when they came of Oxford, Duke and Violet. Despite my parents pleading, for us there was no choice. I cried through the days and sobbed throughout my sleeping. Those poor horses went to war without a voice. Duke and Violet stayed with me through my growing and would not let me be. They were led away by strangers, willing yet not knowing that the future that awaited was so bleak. All the horses taken from the land to pull supplies and cannon, soldier's partner and his friend. How was I to know on the day I watched them go? I'd never see our noble workhorses again. The soldiers who took horses like Boxer, Duke and Violet, to each a handbook given to keep their charges safe at war. Most of them were city boys marching to oblivion. Most had not so much as touched a horse before. And what of the ploughing without Boxer, Duke and Violet? The countryside's in chaos. Mitadney broke his back, and besides our neighbouring farmers, their very hearts wrenched from them. They worked, praying the horses would come back. All the horses taken from the land to pull supplies and cannon, soldier's partner and his friend. How was I to know on the day I watched them go? I'd never see our noble workhorses again. And now, through these old man's eyes, I see the world the same, yet changing. Men still march for glory, machines harvest the grain. Yet when I gaze on open fields or crops of golden barley, I shed the tear of that boy of 9 again. All the horses taken from the land to pull supplies and cannon, soldier's partner and his friend. How was I to know on the day I watched them go? I'd never see our noble workhorses again. I'd not see Boxer, Duke or Violet again.
Thank you. Annie'll do a couple more. Annie'll join me on the last bit. I'll join her. I'm from Devon. I'm trying to do an accent so you'll understand. This isn't my usual accent. This is a poem from Devon. I think it's from Devon. It might be from Suffolk. Steady boy. But it's a poem with a slight difference because it's got a chorus. Poem with a chorus, hurrah. And the chorus is the same as the title, which is, can you verify the fact that the lower part of your vessel, which manifests itself beneath the water, is no longer functioning? Or, what's the bottom dropped out? Right, what's the bottom dropped out? That's the chorus. It comes at the end of every verse or stanza. Now, old Tom Long had an old crab boat, who was old as eels, but still she do float. Now what's kept on telling him to get himself a new one? But he said the price would be his ruin. Now, he went away on a bright summer's morning, and he didn't tell a soul where he was going. Last time I seen him, back a mile off the shore, the boat wasn't there. Oh my Lord! What's the bottom dropped out? That's him. The boat wasn't there. Oh my Lord! Well, there was old Thomas hanging on a buoy. Nobody about, so I shouts out, "Ahoy!" Didn't seem to me like he heard my shout. Reckon I shall have to go and get the crab boats out. And what a long time before everybody knew. They all come along, they were fishermen too. Old Barney Winkleby was there, he said, "Is that right, boy? Well, I just hear. What's the bottom dropped out?" So all along the hilltop and all along the prom, there they was telling about old Tom Long. "What we gonna do now?" they all do say. "Us have to do something or he'll get washed away." So off they went and away they sped, all the way down to the lifeboat shed. Now the coxswain, he were asleep that day, and when they woke it up, they heard him say, "Well, that's the bottom dropped out." So they all set sail, fishermen too, just like the old time convoys do. They was up tide, down tide, strung along the shore to the Chapel-like buoy, and a whole lot more. And there was old Thomas, hanging on still. But he was laughing at us, fit to kill. And as we all drew slowly nigh, all together we only cried, "What's all laughing at?" we all did shout, since we had to go and get the crab boats out. What, he said, "Have you nothing better to do?" Well, he said, "We come to help you. You didn't tell us all where you was a-going when you were away on this bright summer's morn. We had a look round, we never could see. We come up here, and here you be. What's the bottom dropped out?" Well, that's a rum one, old Thomas, he say. Fact of the matter, boys, I was okay. That old crab boat, she never was there. I just sent her away for a slight repair. And being as how the weather was nice and fine, thought I'd take a swim to pass the time. While I'm here enjoying this dip, I'll be coming with all this shit, what's the bottom dropped out? You missed that one. A fisherman's life is a railroad job, and they win a wins boat and they women do mob. But still they laughs and has a little joke when they thinks about that old crab boat. And down in the cove on a Saturday night, you can still see old Tom with his old clay pipe. And if they have not quite filled his glass, he lifts that night and he says, "Blast! What's the bottom dropped out?" We've come to that time of the evening where they've got to close down, and we're going to do one. Annie's going to come back, and we're going to do one more. She's going to decide what we're doing, rather than me decide. Oh, bells! Let's do bells. Yeah. When we've done this, it won't be the last one. But could you stay in your seats just for a couple of minutes after we finish, because we'd like to get to the bar first.
This is a Mick Ryan song. Paul's been singing with Mick for quite some time now, and unfortunately he's lost his voice at the moment. So, but he's doing okay. He's having an off next week, and hopefully he'll be back to normal. He'll be back to fine fettle as soon as possible. And this is a song he wrote called "And the Bells Rang," and that's your chorus. And it was to do with well, he saw this programme about people in the century, and this lady had been born on the cusp of 1899, just as it was changing into 1900, and she was interviewed during her lifetime, which is just as well, because no point in interviewing the dead, and so after 2000 she was still alive, and so all the things that had happened to her in her life had been marked by bells. So
and Shivers Regal and Teachers
Hey.
White Horse.
And what's
And,
one
and,
you like
and if she had
bells?
any luck, McCallum's 12-year-old. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you to Ian for boldly putting up these things. Thank you very much. Thank you to Steve and Bill for organising this. And And thanks very much to the Greens for the wonderful hospitality they've given us last night and tonight, hopefully. Thank you, and thank you all for coming. I'm sure you're all going to come and see Martin next week, Martin Wyndham-Reid.
Oh, he's wonderful.
He's older than me, a lot older. He's over 80 now, but we saw him at Whitney a few days ago, and when we saw him do a whole gig a few months ago in Exeter where we live, and he is singing as well as he ever did. It's just fantastic. So you all want to miss that. Thank you so much. The bells rang, and the bells rang out.
When she arrived in '99, final moment of the year, the bells were ringing as a sign. Another century is near. Her father gazed at her with pride, and then the century was born. She came in with a joyful tide, and then arrived a hopeful dawn, and the bells rang, and the bells rang, and the bells rang out, the bells rang out. Another 14 years, and then she watched her father march away. He marched off with the other men, but there was nothing she could say. He came back scared, he came back scarred, home from the war to end all wars. She saw him crying in the yard, she saw him smiling at the door, and the bells rang, and the bells rang, and the bells rang out, the bells rang out. The years rolled on until the day the world began another war. She watched her brother march away, just like her father had before, until at last there came a day when there was dancing in the street, but she'd forgotten how to pray, and
She'd forgotten how to read,
and the bells
rang,
and the bells rang, and the bells rang out, the bells rang out. The years rolled on, and she grew old. In war, in peace and war. Hers was a story seldom told, yet told 1,000 times before. A dying moment far away, another century was born. Another year, another day, another time, another dawn, and the bells the bells rang, and the bells rang out, and the bells rang, and the bells rang, and the bells rang out, the bells rang out. I don't normally do this one with him, but there you go. This is one Paul's resurrected. He said, "You'll never have heard me sing this one before," so he's just said to me, "Stay up with me and sing it with me." No pressure. It's actually, I learned a version of this. There are many versions going around. I was quite busy with the Hampshire Songs movement going back, and this was a song that was collected in Portsmouth, and there is a chorus. Everybody sings it slightly differently, so Paul will sing it and we'll all join in.
This is reputed to be Cecil Sharp's favourite folk song. Apparently. Will you verify that? Malcolm knows everything. Reason Steve asked to do this is because it mentions Fairlight. Might not be in a good light. We'll ransom, I don't know what key I'm doing here because I think I used to. Well, I probably did it in G minor before. So one down, all right. Well, I never sang it. Phil Beer sang it.
Oh God, well, I'm not fit.
We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ushant to Scilly is 35 leagues, which it's not. But I think it sings better than 27 leagues. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt sea until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ushant to Scilly is 35 leagues. Farewell and adieu to you Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders to sail for old England, and we hope in a short time to see you again. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the South Sea until we strike sounding in the channel of old England. From Ushant to Scilly is 35 leagues. We hove our ship to. Oh, Hope's mentioned as well. We hove our ship to with the wind to southwest, boys. Hove our ship to deep soundings to take. Was 45 fathoms with a wide sandy bottom. All up your main yards, up channel it made. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the South Sea until we strike sounding in the channel of old England. From Ushant to Scilly is 35 leagues. Now the first land we sighted was called the Dodman. Next Rainhead off Plymouth, off Portsmouth the Wide. We sailed by Beachy, by Fairlight, and Dover, and then we bore up for the South Foreland line. silly. It's 35 leagues. Now let every man drink off his full bumper. Let every man drink off his full glass. We'll drink and be jolly and drown melancholy. And here's to the health of each true-hearted lass. We'll rant and we'll walk like true sailors. We'll rant and we'll walk all on the South Seas until we strike sailors in the channel of old England. From Ushers to Sydney, it's 35 leagues. We'll rant and we'll walk like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Ushers to Sydney, it's 35 leagues. That's right. Thank you.
Paul and Annie. Well, terrific. I can't really say a lot more. Except that I wish it'd be a little bit quieter next time. Could we hear acceptably? Right. For next time, we'll try and rebuild the room upstairs. Anyhow, thank you very, very much for coming. And thank you very much again to Steve and Bill for putting this on. Yeah, that's really all I can say about today. So I think we're very lucky. But if we look behind me, really visible. What we can see from, I think, 1984. Yes. Ask your grandparents. Yeah? That is next Sunday. Sorry, okay, make that clear. Next Sunday, same times, 6 o'clock till 8 o'clock. Martin Wyndham Reid. Got a lovely voice, lovely voice, and a lovely man. Yes, I remember him well. So look at the poster behind. That was then. This is now, and he'll be here next week. So, thanks again. Raffle tickets. I haven't been behind the microphone for about 5 years. Amazing. Yeah, that's it. Go home safely. Thanks again.